is with that classic self-defense one, okay? Is you can almost tell them, all right, I'm assuming this person is reaching for the collar or they're punching me, and you're swiping their arm, and look, I swim under. So this time he's not even standing. I just swim under, so go ahead, that arm goes across, bam, and I'm there. So now we're just teaching them this concept of how to swim under the leg, swim over the shoulder, boom, right into position. And do you see how much simpler that one is? I may not be staying tight, so we're just assuming right now that Mark has given me everything. He's punching past my face, I've swiped by, boom. And so it's exactly what we did when they were on their feet.
You got a good drill for that too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. And then when we swim and we do this, and attacking the arm, and that's why that drill is helpful, but it's also why sometimes people say they've been to a class where I was teaching the technical arm bar, and they'll say, well, what, am I supposed to do this way? Am I supposed to put the feet in the hip for that drill and do this? No, they're just different arm bars. They're just different ones. For this one, we're just assuming
They
I've
are
got the arm.
different?
They're different in a way, right? Because look at them, look at, you're coming at me, and I'm just going
Right.
to the side. You're coming out, I'm not going like this, pushing on the hip, coming up,
Yeah, quite a bit
getting to
different.
the side, holding your shoulder, coming around. I'm just using your movement. If your movement does this, and then I go, and I do this, this is all wasted movement now.
Yeah.
You're doing it for me, so I'm just gonna slip, reach, go.
All right.
Your arm comes across the other way. I'm just gonna slip, reach, go. And so that way it's just a more simplistic arm bar.
Yeah.
So self-defense wise, a lot of times that's the one that might be the first one you go to, because we're not having to worry about all those other factors. They're just trying to, like a gorilla coming at us. So a little more advanced, but it's important to know once we're feeling like we have our posture with our arm bar, what's like the next layer, the next level here. So this moves a bit beyond fundamentals, but it is still, it's like an advanced fundamental component of our arm bars. The reason for this is because it has more to do with fixing our posture. So from here, again, I come over, I get inside, I really climb up, I trap the arm, right? I come over here now. From this position, if I've got the arm and Mark bends and pulls his arm towards him, but his head is low, I'm gonna flip him right over and go with it. Bam. As I flip him over, I slide under the bend in his elbow. So that way he's grabbing his other hand. Yeah, I can grab my own lapel, and from here, now my knee, thigh turns in as I tilt to the side, get the submission. If he keeps hanging on, and I tilt to the side, it's gonna put a lot of strain on his shoulder. He's eventually gonna let go. And then I can come out and hit this. Got the same thing. This time I come through, but Mark, as he pulls his elbow in and bends his arm, he stacks me right over the shoulder here. So if he goes in this direction, then from there, go ahead and keep pressing me there. I'm gonna turn over that shoulder, push him down into my belly down arm bar. He's going over my opposite shoulder. And so I just let my body go into that position rather than fight it. So I'm here, because remember, I always wanna keep my spine lined up with my knees on each side. He stacks me that way, and I keep trying to go for this where I am. I'm not lined up anymore, am I? The only way to get lined back up is to go with him, extend him out. All right, now I can line myself back up. Now I have belly down. He puts me right up on my back. He stacks me right up on my shoulders. Now again, I'm not lined up very well. So to line up, I take this hand, I reach inside. I come around. And look, now my knees and my spine are lined up again. So now I can go through the arm bar.
Can you go back to that one, John?
Sure.
I was trying to follow you around.
And actually, I'm going to go turn this back on just to catch some of this. Oh, we're good. So from here, I go, I lock the arm, okay? Now the first one was, he bends his arm, but he's pulling it towards him and his body's going this way, so I knock him right over onto his back. Okay, the second one, he's pulling his arm in and he's knocking me this way, so I just go with him and extend my hips out into belly down. Next one, he stacks me right onto my shoulders. I still have the arm, but I don't like this. This doesn't feel good for me. He's almost pushing me over this shoulder, all right? So now I take this hand, and it's like a flower sweep. I reach this hand through, and I'm gonna let this, my other arm, go over his arm to keep it trapped. And I'm gonna weave under, or actually come back again. If they did flip over, that's where you'd go. But this time, you can go ahead and stack me. Okay, you're not gonna flip over, you're gonna stay where you are. So I go under here towards the leg. And now, stay on your knees. Go ahead and pull your other arm out of there so you're not crushing it. Yeah, there we go. And then you stay on your knees, and from here I squeeze. I got the arm lock. Now, if he's feeling like he was there, you can tell he sort of doesn't like his arm being trapped. He's sucking it back in, and he's starting to continue to roll. And I just take this foot and I help him come over to the top.
Get all that.
I think so.
All right, Tia, come on out so Mark can see.
We're gonna find out in a minute.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay.
So,
What did you?
from here, I take Tina's arm. I'm going for the classic. Okay, number one, when she bends her arm, she's leaning in this direction. So I just chop this leg down, I roll her right over. Grab her shoulder, she's grabbing her other hand. Squeeze this knee in as I lean to this side, puts pressure on her arm and her shoulder, so then I can come back and open up to get this lock. Number two. Well, let's go to the other side. I'm trying to remember which side's my good side now. I'm trying to do it on my bad side, but I'm not sure which one is my left side.
I don't have
So
it.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
So
I
I'll
was
go
gonna
over,
say maybe you don't have a
That's
bad
what I'm
side.
saying.
so I'll go over to this side, right? And now when she pressures into me, this time she starts pushing in that direction. Yeah, you're driving me onto that shoulder, so I'm just gonna roll her over into this direction, belly down. Okay? And what's happening is I'm lining my posture back up. Now the same thing, I'm gonna go after the same arm. This time she stacks me right up as she bend your arm because you're protecting it from me good. And she's almost pushing me onto that shoulder. Like my hips are way up, not very comfortable. So you're gonna stay on your knees, don't roll over with me, all right?
Okay.
I'm gonna reach under this leg here. Keeping this arm, try to stay on your knees, don't fall over yet. And then I come and get this arm here. I got my arm lock on the inside. But let's say she's still sucking this arm in and she's trying to continue rolling with it or just trying to stop me from getting this, then I can go through and I reach down, palm up, thumb in, I grab her shin, not her pants. I grab her shin and pull her heel right to her butt. And when I do, it makes it very easy to roll her over. And then I scoop my hips in, squeeze, and I have